The Power Rangers came to my area today, and so of course I had to go see them at a giant shopping mall for a random thing that wasn't advertised at all and Ranger Nation didn't know about. But I went with my kiddo, and this is the wrap up of everything that happened. You'll see, as it's going to be more of a voiceover, you're just going to be seeing video footage, pictures and whatnot of the event. It is basically, it is a free event. It is taking place in a mall. It's going to be a tour that is going, it was in, I don't even remember, maybe like Wisconsin last week. It's in St. Louis here. It is, you basically just check your local malls and see if it is up anywhere. I have not been able to find an actual place where all of the dates and places are listed. So when you go, at least this is kind of what my basic area looks like. There is an area for kids to color. They have these really awesome masks that they can color in, and then the people that were working all of it were actually local people. They aren't with the tour or anything. They just kind of had their own little spot. So first zone of it, you could color your own mask, and then they would punch holes in it, and they had some string with elastic and whatnot, and so you know the kids could actually wear all of the masks that they decorated. The lady was nice enough to let me take one of each, so here are the images with it. And yeah, so they put the codes in, or the punches in it with the elastic, and there you go, you can make it into your own mask. There were some kids wearing costumes. Most of the kids were not wearing costumes. There were some grown-ups not in cosplay, but I definitely saw quite a few Power Ranger related shirts and hoodies and hats and whatnot. It was just really fun to see other adults wearing stuff like that. Though mostly, man, it was the kids. It was so amazing to see that many kids excited, you know, about Power Rangers and just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna meet a Ranger. And they were wearing, I saw, it was crazy, I don't think I saw one red Mighty Morphin. Did I? I saw Red Dino Charge. I saw Red Dino Fury. I saw a few Zetos. I saw some Ollies. But man, I saw a lot of Billies. So many blue suits. It was so much fun to see these kids. And yeah, so you could do the mask. There was another activity that you could do, and it was this lightning reflex game. It was hard as crap. I'm not kidding you, because you have to be within arm's reach, and like my peripheral vision doesn't, like, it was really, really tough. So if you see the footage, yeah, it was, believe me, I will only show you the highlights of me doing it. And also thanks to my daughter who's 6, she took the footage of me doing this. So if you wanted to do that, I at the time made it into like the top 10, but by the time I left for the day, believe me, I was not in the top 10 anymore. So you could do, make your own mask. You could do the lightning reflex game. And then they also just kind of had a really cool wall that you could get your picture taken in front of. It just said Power Rangers, it's Morphin time. But it was a really nice, you know, background if you wanted to get your photo taken in front of a lot of kids, a lot of families. We're doing that as well. Let's just, before I get into the show, I will say after the show, you could go, they had the Yellow Ranger available. So, and I'll get into how you got to meet them and whatnot, but it was the Yellow Ranger you got to meet. And then if you wanted to meet the Blue Ranger, you had to actually get back in line. And then they were just going to do the cut of like, okay, are you here for the yellow? Right, cool. Are you here for blue? Awesome. Wait here. And then, you know, they would have, yellow finish up and then swap out, and then blue would come out. But really, that Yellow Ranger sat out there for, I would say, a good 20 minutes or more, making sure kids got to meet, you know, the suits. And then out came the Blue Ranger. So the show itself, like, let's say if the show started, ours was at 2. It probably only lasted until about 2:30-ish. But they went until at least 3 with meet and greets and everything. So there wasn't a ton of time between the shows. And that was kind of fun, where you could go and, you know, you could let your kid, like, hey, if you want to do it again, why don't you just go color, you know, for a while. And they could color multiple masks. And then you could go and do the other one. Because my daughter, the first show, was a bit more hesitant, didn't really want to participate a lot in it. But she asked by the end of it, after she met the Yellow Ranger, after we met the Blue Ranger, Mommy, can we do it again? I really want to do it again. Okay, twist my arm. Yeah, so we went to it. So, we waited, killed some time in the mall. She got a pretzel. She loved it. And so we did it again. And this time she actually stood up and she did all the punches and kicks. And she absolutely loved it. So the actual show of how to get in and whatnot, it is a completely free show. And the thing with it is that if you want, the quote VIP, you have to pre-register, but there are only so many spots. Let me explain. The pre-registering gets you the VIP, which is really just the chairs. So if you really have to have a chair, you can go ahead and do that, and you're guaranteed in, and you're also guaranteed one of the meet and greet things. They give you like a badge. I don't think I took a picture of it. It's like a disc of some form, let's say, and it says Power Rangers, and yeah, that's what you hand to do your meet and greet, because they only have so many to do. They have to cut the line off, so you get one of these. That's your ticket to get the meet and greet. And it was just, you walked up, you posed, and you take it. It wasn't really like a hi, nobody really talked or anything. But, so, if you already did it online, for me, they were already all sold out, so there wasn't really anything I could do about it. But really, there are 4 shows, so if you missed the first, the first one at my place was at like 11. If you were to get there and it was already going on, you could just watch from a distance. Honestly, if you watch from a bit further away, you can get a really good view of the show. Get in line, and then for the next show, it's an hour and a half, but you have a bunch of fun stuff to do. Get in line early, and then the next one, you can be a bit closer up in line. But yeah, it's completely a free thing. In it, once you get in, everybody's kind of sitting down at first, and the long and short of the show is that the Rangers, during a battle, Jason and Zach and Kimberly get teleported away, and they somehow end up in this shopping mall with, a bunch of kids. And they're like, oh, we don't know, what we're gonna do. They're like, but, in case, we're gonna train you guys. So, you're gonna be our, Ranger, this is our Ranger training camp for you. I don't think they use the word academy, because that would be, a really awesome tie-in to the comic that's coming out for Comic Book Day. But they definitely, it says training camp on the certificate that you get at the end. So you do they're like, okay, this is the fighting pose, and maybe I'll just, at some point, shut up, and you're just gonna see a bit of the footage, but there's a lot of, relax, then strike one, yeah, and the whole thing is a voiceover, right? Because obviously they can't talk, you couldn't even see their lips. So it's all a scripted to the beat thing, but it works really well. And so the Rangers show up there, they're separated. Lord Alpha is trying to get them back. Lord Zed takes over the frequency of everything, and so that's when they're like, oh, now we really got to train. And they tell everyone, we're gonna morph 1, 2, 3, and everybody else, it's morphin' time. The kids all get really excited, and then all of a sudden, the Power Rangers, we find out that the Putty's got some invisibility serum, which in my head is going to tie into Once and Always. I know that it's not really, but in my head it's going to. The Putties, the invisible Z Putties, and they did, at least to their credit, mention Lord Zed, and they said Z Putties together. So they come out and they start fighting the Rangers, and, they're kind of getting their butts kicked, but they're like, help us, and all the kids start doing it too, and they fight off all of the Putties, and then with it, Alpha starts getting all the communications back, and then they're like, oh, awesome, we gotta go meet back up with Billy and Trini now, thanks, for helping us, and how, you're strong, not in... in your mind and in your strength and in your character. That was one of them. It was a cute show. I mean, the kids loved it. As an adult, there were other adults there. And I no lie, there were others. There was a group of 4 dudes, and they were just like, what's up? We're just here. They went in, they just stood in the back, and they watched the show. They took some pictures, and then afterwards went right up and got their pictures with the suits. It was awesome. It was all ages, from little kids who were, wearing the 2T size Power Ranger costumes to, there's a grown adult wearing one of the Green Ranger, like, cosplay shirts, right? Like, it was so much fun just to see that much excitement about Power Rangers in a public setting, that isn't a convention. Like, I think the last time I saw that many people excited about Power Rangers was, like, Ranger Stop in Orlando in, like, 2019. That was 4 years ago. But this whole thing was just a blast. Yeah, enjoy it. But I am going to, I'm just going to leave you with, here is some more footage of it, of what it was all like, and I hope you enjoy. Yeah, woo! If you have a chance, go see it. It's cheesy, but, I mean, it's Power Rangers, right? Right. It's fun. Enjoy.
Guys?
This is too easy. It's like those Z-putties vanished into thin air.
Or the other way around. We're not in Angel Grove anymore, Jason. Dude.
Should I jump to the conclusion that you've been watching me for a while?
At least 20 seconds.
Let me see that.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
I wanted to see time fly.
Funny. That was a solid punch line.
Okay, wise guys, are you two ready to get serious?
Yeah. What are we doing here anyway?
Alpha sent us a message from Zordon, and we teleported from the fight with the Z-Putties. Alpha, do you copy?
Yes, Kimberly. Trini and Billy have the situation under control. But you are all in terrible danger. You'll need all the help you can get. Lord Zed is collecting his horses.
Something must have jammed Alpha's signal. Let's stay calm and figure out our mission here.
Where is here exactly?
It looks like we're at a training camp of some kind.
And we are not alone. Look!
Whoa! Hey, little humans. Have you been here this whole time?
Of course. Alpha said that if we wanted to defeat Lord Zed, we were going to need all the help we could get.
What do you say, everyone? Are you willing to join us? Can you give us a hand?
Or a leg? Wait, don't actually try that. Not yet, anyway. If you're gonna join the next generation of Power Rangers, you'll need some training first.
That's right. In order to link to the Morphin Grid, you've got to know the rules.
Power Rangers are a team. We only fight evil monsters to defend and protect our planet.
We never use our power for personal gain.
And we always protect our secret identities. What do you think? Will you all follow the rules?
Excellent. Everyone out there, repeat after me. Power Rangers are a team.
Power Rangers are a team.
We only fight evil monsters.
We only fight evil monsters.
We never start a fight. We defend our planet.
We never start a fight. We defend our planet.
We never use our power for personal gain.
We never use our powers
for personal gain.
And we will always protect our secret identities.
And we will always protect our secret identities.
Well done, everyone. Now that you know our code, we can continue the training.
Are you all ready? All right, everybody, on your feet. Stand up. Cool. On the count of 3, everyone show me how high into the sky you can reach your fingertips. Like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Reach them up.
You don't want to do it?
Fantastic. Can you all touch your toes? All right, we're gonna lean down. Ready? Again, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Now, who's ready to come up here and do this?
Not so fast, sister. I think you skipped a few steps.
Wait. Do you all hear that?
Rangers, are you there?
Alpha, good to have you back.
Zordon, we intercepted. Lord Zed, visual serum. Invisible armies. Danger. Only hope. Morphin Grid, hurry!
Alpha, we're losing you.
They're gone. Did you make any sense of that?
It sounds like Lord Zed is plotting something dangerous.
Also, it sounds like our only hope lies with the morphing grid.
Swedish.
Hey, young recruits, do you know what the morphing grid is?
The morphing grid is a multiversal energy field maintained by a balance between forces of good and evil. It is the most powerful source in the known universe.
There is no permanent or physical location of the grid. Its natural state is an invisible form that lives all around us, like oxygen.
That's where we get our power. When we link to the morphing grid, we are able to harness that energy to morph and instantly gain incredible power. If we train all of you properly, you'll be able to feel that power yourselves.
So we survived the Power Rangers and Zed and the putties and whatnot, and it was fun. It was fun, and now let's go walk around the mall a little more. Have a more phenomenal day.